Hello and welcome to Canberra Metalheads. This is episode 88 with the mighty Witchskull. We're here in an undisclosed location until we bring it up. So we'll kick it off with Tony. Where are we, bro?
We are right now in Vance Custom Guitars.
I'm not editing that in post. That's what you do. And we got Joel here and Marcus as well. Yep. How you doing, fellas?
How you going?
Good, mate. How's yourself?
Yeah, good,
Hello,
good.
Marky. How you going?
Yeah, good. There's been, I think this is like third time we've been on the show. One for every album that I've done after you put out the first album, second, and now this is the third time I've had you on after an album release. So
Yeah.
perfect timing.
Yeah, amazing stuff.
Speaking of the album, we would have just heard at the top of the show just a sample from one of the tracks on there. It is
Bornless, hallow.
There we go. See, I threw it over to him, just like you were trying to do to me.
But you couldn't say it properly.
Yeah, well, I said boneless, you know what I mean? Because I'm a fat fuck and I like chicken. So I just look at it, I see that, and I'm like, yeah, I'll get the boneless hollow. You know what I mean? I'm going to go order one after this. So, yeah, I like the drum intro. The reason I like that song as a good intro is because I feel like every member of the band has like a moment to shine throughout that song. You got the drum intro, you got like big vocals, and then there's like what's that?
It says shine.
It says shine.
It says shine in the song.
Oh, there we go. See, fucking shine in the song.
I'm going to order some fried rice. What's going on
That's
here?
the chorus, man. It goes something for you to shine.
Yeah. And it's even, was this another Goat Sound record as well?
Yes, correct, sir.
Because I like the like I said, everyone's got a moment to shine there, and you got like vocals. There's like you have this way of like distorting your own vocals, Marcus. Like it's like a like at the end, like there's that fucking wibble.
There's no distortion on.
Yeah, I know, it's all natural.
But I think most vocals that are recorded in the studio, I do have a little bit of gain on them, especially on the choruses.
Right.
Are you talking about vibrato though?
Yeah.
You're talking about the wobbly vibrato, which I would call that like a lamb.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very unique.
It's literally a goat sound from Goat Sound.
Correct, sir.
It's like a double-edged thing. Yeah.
Wow.
That's why he does it.
But it's very whiny.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Yeah, it's good, dude. Yeah. I remember one of the first interviews we did. Yeah. At the very end, we're just like, "All right, thanks for being on the show." Blah 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 blah, and then you just did a random goat sound, dude. I still got that. It's like for a while, it's my message tone, dude. I'm just fucking getting messages.
What I've been doing at gigs is doing a meow.
Yeah. What's that?
Doing a meow.
Oh yeah, just like a vocal warm up sort of thing.
Just on the mic between the songs. Once or twice, just go meow. And there'll always be somebody in the crowd that'll go meow.
But yeah, so you recorded this with Goat Sound, who you had before. You recorded there as well, yeah? Or they just do the mix and master?
Mix and master, yeah. We recorded it at Toyland Studio.
Oh yeah.
We did the beds
and drums, really.
Yeah. So then there's a whole bunch of additional sort of stuff like
done at Goat
Sound. Yeah.
Goatland.
I bought Ashley a streaming goat for his birthday.
I preemptively knew that we can get into tangents and all that shit. So what I did, this is a secret from behind the scenes of Canberra Metalheads. From the first ever time you guys were in studio, I had to cut out 5 minutes of the show. Okay.
Yeah.
I had to cut out 5 minutes of the show because not because it was bad, but just because it was a bit too long and I couldn't fit it on radio. Yeah. So I have a secretly unreleased section of Marcus talking about the perils of getting ready for stage and having to buy, all the stage outfit, hair dye, all the shit ready to go.
Yep.
That's going to be a bonus at the end of the episode. So if you enjoy Marcus's ranting, that's going to be at the very end, just a secret little snip at the end there, talking about going at night time, no one's watching, quickly grab the fucking hair dye, run up to the front, no one even knows, dude. That's the secret.
Okay.
So,
that's a while ago now, though.
Dude, I like it, man. I think it's good.
Yeah, I look a lot better.
I think it's good, man.
So many people have said
Yeah, but to hear the evolution
I
of the
like the
stage
new
outfit,
marquee.
listen to the
right.
end of the fucking show.
It's because we're doom rock. Like all the doom rock guys have all got grey hair. All the thrash metal guys.
Yeah.
I got jet black hair. They're 80 years old.
Yeah, dude. They're
Watching
like,
the Manowar.
fuck getting a sponsor from fucking Marshall, dude. You need a fucking sponsor from
I'll tell you
Viagra
what,
at that point.
My role models.
They can't be called the hard-ons if they're not fucking hard, you know what I mean?
My role models were Tony Iommi and Lemmy, and I kept looking at them and thinking, oh, it's okay, they've dyed their hair. And then I just see my hair went white when I was 36.
Okay.
And then I thought, I don't feel like a grey-haired dude yet. And then I thought, when I turn 50, I'm going to stop dyeing my hair, and that's what I did.
Okay.
Sorry for ranting.
No, that's fine. That's good. It's a line in the sand. 50, don't do it anymore.
I've talked to other people, and they've said the same thing to me. 2 people I've talked to.
Yeah.
Said exactly
I was wondering
the
how
same
many.
thing.
I like how you keep the tabs, you know what I mean? How many
Yeah.
people too? See? There's nothing behind the scenes. It's all up
I
front.
go busking, Gypsy Jazz with Ashley round, and I've counted everyone 26 times.
26.
I've counted how many times I've driven to Sydney to rehearse. 61.
Fuck yeah, dude. You're like the Rain Man of metal, dude.
Well, some people said you're prolific. I don't think I'm very prolific.
How many guitars do you own?
I got this one. This is made by Rusty.
Yep.
Silverburst. It's my dream guitar. He made it a couple of years ago. Have a look at it.
Yeah.
And I helped design
Did he make
it.
that?
It's got he just gave it to me because I endorse these guitars.
Nice.
There's no inlay dots.
Yep.
Joel suggested that.
Did I?
No, I got Joel's fucking Silverburst proper Gibson Flying V.
Yeah.
Brought it here and said, can you just make it like that one? So this is ultra modern guitar. Almost graphite type neck. Like solid, mate.
Yeah, he's like a stealth version.
Solid as
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful guitar.
I like it,
I'm
man.
in awe of it. I love it.
It's good. It's the silver burst to represent the 50 year of not dyeing your hair, like at the same time it came out. It's the exact same thing.
I know, you're
and
right.
the reason I like the
I
no
thought
dot.
that too.
Yeah, true. See, we're on the same level, dude. It's like,
you know why? Talk.
oh no, I was just going to say, without the dots, it's like saying, I don't need fucking guides. I know what's going on.
Nobody does.
I don't need fucking paint by numbers, dude. I fucking can read this.
Nobody does, because the dots are right there on the neck.
Yeah.
And nobody plays the guitar and bends their neck and looks down to see where the dots are.
That's a good point, actually. Like, if you're
Maybe
watching a
Michael
band and it's
Schenker.
like,
Yeah,
It's
Michael
like-
Schenker does.
Yeah,
But the thing is, this is a beautiful piece of ebony wood. And why the fuck would you want to gouge out and put little pictures and things in it? He suggested different things. Egyptian hieroglyphics, a cat print, and no.
Yeah.
Show the back print. How awesome's that?
The Shane
That's cool,
Chat Noir
Yeah, point that
black
towards
cat
us. Yeah.
from the
Towards
poster Lautrec.
Yeah.
So I thought that because I was going to put one of my cats on there,
All right.
and then
That might be a little bit close.
Joel, you fucking piss.
Just watch. Yeah. Oh no, that's good. That's good. That's perfect. Yeah. So if anyone's listening to the audio version, there'll be a link in the description where you can click straight to that part of the video and see the cat. Yeah, I'll put that in there. Good stuff. That's perfect.
Yeah,
Dude, I like it. I like the.
flying V's. Sick.
You'd be a bit worried if you're seeing someone about to rip a solo. They play the first two and they're like, oh fuck, I'm in the wrong octave, and they look at the neck and they slide their hand up and start again. You know what I mean? Like that's why you don't need the dots on there.
No.
You know, you see someone fucking.
I
Yeah,
don't know why the dots are there.
yeah. Well, it's for people like me that can't play, but yourself, you got it sorted. Do
Yeah,
you
but I
wanna-
mean, nobody looks at the neck.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the neck, but you can see the dots. These ones glow, man. Glow in the dark, fucking.
I use the dots. I rehearse looking in the mirror.
Tony uses
Yeah.
dots.
Usually in the morning,
Randy
nude.
Rhodes has got the flying
And
V with
it's
the
a
polka
good
dots.
way to
Get into
strut
it.
my stuff.
Yeah, I get it.
Thanks.
Tony's other, like his other character is the bass warrior.
Yeah. Fucking, there we go.
Serious shit. Don't fuck around with the Avengers. Just look into the bass for him.
Yeah,
Oh, you can take it from there, Marky.
I know this is a bit of a cliche question. I know we've spoke about, like you mentioned before, you've got your cockpit at home, you know, you've got your section where you just sit there and get in the zone.
Yeah.
Do you have, like, aside from playing guitar, do you ever find yourself playing other instruments to help influence? Like, do you have any other, like, bass or
I've got a synth.
anything like that? Synth?
Yeah, but what I do all day is practice gypsy jazz guitar.
Yeah, I've seen some of the clips actually. Yeah.
Each one of us are equal.
Yeah.
And we all want to work on these songs together. So occasionally Tony and Joel and myself will bring a riff, but everything's done collectively.
Like in rehearsal and that sort of thing?
Everything. And a lot of it is Tony will go dum dum dum, and I'll go, dude, just fucking keep playing that. And it turns into the red altar.
Jamming. Just jamming riff.
Yeah.
We've done a few back and forth with different like writing styles and shit over the years on the show. So like if people haven't heard the previous episodes, I recommend going through previous Witchskull things because we've pretty much, like I said, done an interview at the end of each album release. One thing I noticed though that we haven't really done through is like a equipment breakdown. Is there any specific, we're talking about guitar, like personalized stuff, is there anything specifically that you're like, I want this in my kit forever? Yeah, like you need it in the setup?
Not really. Like my drums I bought sort of before I sort of joined Witchskull.
Yeah.
Just a good sort of proper German built Sonar kit.
Yeah.
And because I sort of tune all my drums pretty low so that they sort of blend into the mix, because both these guys are detuned. I want to make sure the drums are kind of detuned to a certain sort of level as well.
Yeah.
So they don't sort of jump out of the mix.
They're all tuned to E.
Yeah, I didn't realise that. I just sort of tune them down as low as you can before the skins start flapping. That's about where we stick.
Everything is all unconsciously tuned to E.
That's we got guitar,
song?
drums. What's the best Slayer song? All right, let's do that. What's your favourite Slayer song?
For me, it's Chemical Warfare. Always has been, always will be.
Yeah. Are we on the same page, Tony?
Yeah. No, Joel knows his Slayer stuff. You know what I'm saying? Their first albums are great. All the songs, man. You know.
Just gonna chuck.
I don't have a favorite one.
What about the best Venom song?
Best Venom
Favorite
song.
Venom song.
Fuck, that's a tougher one because they've got like 50 fucking absolute ball tearers.
Yeah.
But probably for me,
Welcome to
Schizo. Well, anything off Welcome to Hell is good, but Schizo just seems to be one of those ones that just sort of has everything. Oh, Rip Ride too.
Yeah, yep.
First song on side 2 of A War with Satan. Fuck, that's probably, when you think about it, the greatest heavy metal song ever. It's got double kicks, it's got fucking mad screams.
Do you find that you tend to gravitate more towards listening to the drums because you play drums? Do you reckon that, like, if there was a great song that someone else recommended to you that might be a guitarist, and then you're listening to it, but you're listening to the drums, you might not have the same opinion?
Nah, drums to me are not really... my favourite drummer of all time is Phil Rudd from AC/DC. Because what it does is you just kind of lock into what he's doing, and it's all about feel as opposed to listening. It's about what you feel, not about what you hear. So, to me, it's not really drums that I listen to. For me, it's all about, it's got to have groove. So I suppose in that sense, drums in sort of helping capture and lock in that groove.
We're not really into jolty music.
Yeah.
Stuff that goes, like jolty.
Yeah.
We're more into just flying along.
Yeah, I get it. I feel like groove isn't just drums though, like you said. It's
totally.
like everything.
Absolutely. You know? It's not at all, because that's where I think, again, AC/DC are just the masters, because you've got the greatest rhythm guitarist of all time, the greatest drummer of all time, and really good bass players, either if you're talking sort of Mark Evans or...
the big fella.
What's his name? Cliff Williams. Either of those guys are fucking killer, but you know what I mean? It's the drums and rhythm guitar that makes AC/DC for me. So that's what makes AC/DC.
Yeah, it's
those two dudes are the absolute two key.
And the singing.
Well, it's all good, but what I'm saying is, to me, what makes them the greatest musical entity of all time is Malcolm and Phil. But that's just a personal opinion.
Yeah.
Because no one's locked in better grooves than that ever, before or after, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck, a lot of people reckon the same, man. Like AC/DC, like coming out of Australia too, like hits a lot harder amongst Aussies because you just sort of like, fuck, you know, it's got the same sort of feel to it as.
Well, they had a level of mongrel in them.
When we were coming here today, we were listening to it. It does. It sounds like Chico Rolls and E.H. Holden's.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We were listening to the TNT in the van on the way here. We do need to pause for a sec because
You have to urine.
I fucking bust them.
All right.
Yeah, so just interview a band in their 50s, you got to stop every
Marky's
15
gonna
minutes.
do a
for him to
solo.
take a fucking-
Dude, you're right.
We're
It's
going
like-
solo.
So-
No, all right. Let's call a break there. Let's pick a track, Marcus, which you want me to put a sample just to take us into the break from the new album.
Tony picked it.
Tony?
No.
I'll let Tony. Because I love
I refuse. No, I pick the Terian Dawn.
There we go, and then we'll be back.
You were always wise when you said to me, near them when they passed. But you said it's fine. Sad to know she waits, falling at tides. Killers wearing dust, and here lies.
Alright, welcome back from the break. As we went through, we did guitar, did drums. You know, we're nearly at the final part where we can get through some bass. Tony, tell us
The most important part of this band is definitely the bass.
the deepest part.
And these two would agree that I'm like the magic glue that bonds Witchskull together.
Yeah, that's it. That's the.
Thank you.
I
that's
agree.
the-
I agree.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank
I
you.
remember when you were on the show before, you said bass guitars have 4 strings. Bumper, bumper, bumper. Write that down.
Yes. That's one fucking note there too. Don't fucking stray. Yes. What would you like to know about the bass guitar?
All right, tell me.
How do you pronounce it?
Well,
Bass guitar?
yeah. Well, first up, how do you
Bass.
spell
Have you
it?
seen the
Is it
octo
2
bass?
S's?
You spell it B
It
S.
takes 2 people to play it. Have you seen it?
Yes.
There's not many.
It's spelled B S.
Yep. It takes 2 to tango.
And they're called an octo bass.
Octo.
No,
bass.
I haven't seen that. I play a 4-string
4
bass.
string.
Yes.
So that's you. Now, do you have a particular brand you like to stick to?
Yeah, there's 2 brands I play. One is a Fender. You might have heard of this brand. It's common amongst humans. And Rickenbacker
Yeah.
bass. I'll call the Rick. And a lot of people admire those basses too. And so do I.
Motorhead fans.
Yeah. A lot of bands play them. It's more of a 60s bass, and a Fender's
Yeah.
a good thrashing bass, you know? You gotta have both. But I detuned for the first time in my time at Witchskull, and I tuned down, so I'm using a different bass for the down tuning.
Yeah. Yeah, that
It's a
actually.
bigger sound on the album. It's a big, fat, nasty sound. It's not on your favorite song, Bornless Hollow, but it's on like 6 of the tracks.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking yeah.
We're back!
You know my favorite song better than fucking I do. You're talking about.
Yeah, I'll tell you what you like. Keep going, let's go.
But yeah, look, I like the new album. I just got it on. Well, I didn't just. I got it when it came out. I pre-ordered it on vinyl. And there's a few different options available. I think I got one of the maybe purple. I think there was a purple version that I got. I always get I get a standard, like the black and one other. So
Cool,
I've got like
thank
a
you.
purple. I've got a Dimension. It's all good.
Thanks. You're a good kid. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not like fucking.
Thank
Shout out
you.
to Mark
Fucking
Fitzsimmons getting fucking like enough for a village every time something comes out. What a unit, hey? I thought I was bad enough getting like you know getting more than one of each one. I noticed that this one is aimed more at the vinyl release as well. Do you reckon that since you put out the previous albums on vinyl, do you keep that in mind when you're writing and recording, knowing that it's going to be on more on like a vinyl matrix instead of like just digital? Does that have an influence?
It is important to us, vinyl, but all of our track listings are based on for vinyl.
Yeah.
Like we never think about, we know it's going to come out on CD.
Yeah.
But the vinyl, you know, the release for the vinyl is the way, you know, obviously it's really important for us, our fifth song, because that's going to always be the first track on side 2. So the way we think about the way we structure our albums is always based around vinyl.
Good. That's a good bit of insight. So we'll wrap it up with that. I think we've got a good scope, everyone. Fucking finishing talking about the album. I think that people should go and check that out. It's on Rise Above Records. There'll be a link in the show notes for where people can buy the album if they haven't already. And it's been great hanging out. Happy to get behind you guys, and I like doing episodes after each one. You know, we'll put out the box set. You know, fucking all three of them. But yeah, hey, if I dig up some old anything that I clipped from any of the previous shows, I'm going to put it at the end as like an Easter egg for anyone that
great. Why not?
Yeah, just a little flashback down memory lane. So yeah, cheers for being on the show.
Cheers,
and,
thank you.
Appreciate it, and we'll wrap it up with play it out with the title track on Canberra Metalheads. Cheers for tuning in. Peace.
Cheers, mate.
I went grey silver when I was like 36. Ever since then, I've just been dyeing my hair. Yeah. So I'm like a dude that's pretending to want to be young. Because like, when I was 36, I didn't feel like a silver dude. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now I'm 47, and it's like I'm still dyeing my hair. I go into the supermarket and I look up the aisle and I think, oh, who's there? I hope nobody sees me. You know what I mean? So then I'll go there. I'll try and go there late at night, 11 o'clock at night to Woolworths.
The best thing
and I'm like looking around, but probably the last 2 years, that need, I don't know if it's vanity or what it is, that need is starting to dissipate. Yeah. But I still, like we did a video clip a couple of months ago. Yeah. I still had to go and dye my hair a day before. Yeah. Man, it's entertainers. It's one of the entertainers. It's so shallow. Because the deal is you're playing in front of people, you want to try and look your best. Yeah. You know, but I'm just going to let myself go soon. But like I'm actually, my head's white like that. Yeah. You know, so that's really the reason I don't grow a beard, because it's going to be silver, then I'm going to go and have to get beard dye.
Look like ours, mate.
And so there's a beard dye.
It's wisdom. You get the wisdom
from
Bob Geldof.
These two dudes are humble, whereas I'm like a vain half Italian. You know what I mean? So
maybe after the launch of the new album, it'll be a good time to let everyone know the wisdom behind the structure. You can finally all be the grey beards.
Yeah,
grey beards.
I look so different. It's because you look at somebody and they with dark, darker hair than you see people with grey hair. Because I always grew up looking at people, and then I look at older people with grey hair and think, that looks shit. You know what I mean? And now I'm just thinking, but I used to think that was beards when I was like 20. I used to look at beards and go, that looks shit.
No, but
I was like a goth.
Grey hair, man.
Yeah. I was like a full-on goth dude with all black clothes and big buffy hair and like heaps of bangles and shit. It was pretty good.
We all went through it. So
I got a hot girlfriends, man. Because your clothes you wear,
Yeah, it's the thing. It's what fits the scene.
The music from 67 to 74, that's the best music. People were smoking a lot of pot. They were on their acid. Then about 1974, the heroin and the coke came in. Totally destroyed music. In the 80s, came in mega coke. Full-on coke. Look at the music.
It's crazy how that
Coca-Cola.
influenced. Yeah. Did you ever get to see Zeppelin?
No,
No.
I'm not that. Jesus Christ.
No, but like I know they were still playing
I saw
around.
Jimmy
Like,
Listen, I seen Jimmy Page when he did that thing with the Black Crows, and that was like really
Did you go to
sick.
that?